Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Raising Heroes with Pearl. Guys, the pandemic is not over, but unfortunately I've had to come back to work. It's so sad because I really miss Q, but I like being at the office, dressing up and meeting people again and talking and throwing myself into my work. But today, instead of working, I've locked the door. Decided to do a video on CP and the challenges that we face as parents of CP kids. The first major problem that we faced was feeding and having her to eat. She wasn't growing as fast as we would have liked her to grow, so that was a major concern for us. What we then did was we consulted a dietitian who then asked us to see a functional specialist. The functional specialist asked us to do a DNA analysis just to get an understanding of what her makeup is like and what she is allergic to. We did find out that she is allergic to gluten and dairy, and he obviously advised us to stay away from sugar and processed foods, but we weren't actually giving her any of those things. She was on a diet of mostly veg, a little bit of protein, and we did have dairy in her diet. But after consultation and the DNA analysis, we realized that dairy was a no-no. It caused inflammation as well as gluten. So we've eliminated all of that from her diet, and we try and keep it mostly veg, mostly fruit and protein. And it's been a mission. She isn't gaining as well as we'd like her to gain, but there is growth. It's small, but it's consistent. So it is a battle, but it's one that we are hopefully winning in the near future. The second thing that was a huge issue for us was getting her to sleep throughout the night. Now, most kids have problems sleeping throughout the night, but for our daughter, it was extreme. She would be up from like today and only fall asleep the next day at about 8:30. And it really worried me because I really wanted to help. And I do believe that sleep is important because you recharge, you are energized if you've had a good night's sleep. And that was not happening for my daughter. So what we did was we obviously read up, and we found that people with CP have trouble sleeping because of muscle spasms, because of pain in the body, and sometimes just discomfort because they can't exactly move themselves and find that comfort spot on the bed. So what we did was we ensured that we increase her exercise, meaning that therapy went from 20 minutes to about an hour to an hour and a half, obviously very gradually. And we found that because she was getting lots of therapy and her muscles were more relaxed, she was able to sleep longer, she was able to have longer periods of sleep undisturbed and less spasms. So that worked for us. We also continued to watch the diet, which is very important, and try to give her lots of liquids. So it's still a work in progress. We haven't conquered it yet, but we are certainly on a better path. Another thing that has been a huge issue for us is pooping, getting her bowel to move. I remember one time she was so uncomfortable and I didn't know what was wrong. So I took her to casualty and to the emergency room, and I was told that no, my daughter's constipated. I need to get her bowels moving. So currently I use suppositories every other day as advised by my dietitian, but I personally don't believe that I should be doing that. I would like her body to move and to be able to do its own bowel movements. So at the moment I really am still struggling. I'm hoping to come across something that will just be an answer, something that is natural, and I hope I don't have to rely on a chemical or a suppository to get her body to excrete its own waste. Yeah, it's a problem. serious problem for me. The last major thing that I feel is a huge thing when having or raising a child with CP is the expenses. Guys, it's expensive to have a child with special needs. So ladies, you must always know that you are definitely going to cut down on the shoes and the shopping sprees, because all your money will be going towards your child, because as a parent you want what's best for your child, and that is what we've certainly done for our daughter. It also helps to have a very good medical aid, because some of the expenses go to them, like our physio and most of our therapies. But obviously some of our therapies we pay for out of pocket, and we really don't mind, because if it helps her, then so be it. And there's also other interventions that I've read up on, and we are currently saving on that. So guys, it's a long road, it's an expensive road, but it's all worth it, because you're doing it for your child and you're doing it from a place of love. So with that, I would like to say the journey continues. We're in this together. You're not alone. There's other parents like me, like you, who are doing this, who are giving their children the best life possible. These are a few tips that I felt I should share. Please feel free to comment, to give advice if you know anything. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, bye.